February 9th, 1988, Tuesday night.
Tonight, the Cheesemakers lost the Indians to Scappoose. The starting lineup for Scappoose.
Sure they are. They deserve it, as they gave Tillamook the last one. And I don't think that'll happen again. Tillamook's going to have to take this one if they want it.
Well, I'd like to see them get that close, actually. I thought Tillamook really played a poor ball game last time compared to what they can do.
Ball's up in the air. Kenny Paulo tap, controlled by Scappoose, and they'll bring the ball down. Backcourt goes Joe Backus. Joe Backus with a brace on his right knee after a football injury against the Cheesemakers. Has the ball three-point line right. Cross-court pass, dipped into the second row of the aisle on the far side, and the Indians turn the ball over for the first time in the ball game. Backcourt, Paulo goes to Warner. Looks like a box and one to me, Brian, as they come out in the defense. Paulo three-pointer left side, short off front iron, no good. Rebound comes off to Rithaler. Rithaler, stout in the middle, probably goes at about 235, 240 pounds as he matches up against Matt Groshong. Right wing with the ball is Trupp, hands top of the key to Morris. Morris clear out on top, right side to Trupp. Trupp inside jumper, Rithaler two. Rithaler hits the 8-footer on the inside, and Scappoose leads 2-0 in their first lead and first point of the ball game. Right side, Hoffert, top of the key to Werner. Werner looking inside, can't find anybody, reverses the ball. Inside to Matt. Matt, top of the key to Werner. Step fake, baseline left to Mark. Fake, jumper on the way from 10. It doesn't go, rebound loose, still loose. Hoffert comes up with it, jumps it on the way from 15. It's an air ball, no good. Rebound comes off to Morris. Morris down with the ball. Hoffert bumped a little bit on the shot and wasn't quite ready to get rid of the ball and came up short by about a foot. Trupp on the right wing goes top of the key to Morris. Morris reverses left baseline to Backus. Backus looking inside for Rithaler. Back out to the left wing to Updike. Rithaler turn around 15-footer middle. It doesn't go. A rebound comes off to Trupp. Puts it on the way inside. It bounces twice and falls. Scappoose leads 4-0 here in the early going of the first period. Hoffert, backcourt, right to left across the timeline, working against a man-to-man defense by Updike. Pass low, baseline two. Mark Groshong picks up the first 2 points of the ball game. Hoffert ties Backus up in backcourt. Jump ball, alternating possession goes to Tillamook. Good, tough trap there on the full court pressure by Hoffert and Paulo to trap Backus and tie up the ball, and Tillamook brings it in underneath their own bucket. Warner, clear on top with the ball, goes right side to Paulo. Paulo jumper, three-pointer, yes! Kenny Paulo from 3 points, right wing, and Tillamook leads 5-4. Backus in backcourt, right to left or left to right across the timeline as we sit here on the west end of the Tillamook gym on the west side. Top of the key, Morris back to Backus, three-pointer, lob shot, 2, 3. That was from a step outside the three-point line, and Tillamook's lead is gone. It's a 2-point lead now for the Indians. Right baseline, Werner, top of the key, Paulo, three-pointer, yes! Kenny Paulo, 2 3-pointers in a row, and Tillamook leads 8-7. Left wing, across the timeline goes Trupp. Trupp, whistle foul, Werner with the push. Student section on the far side, running over at the edges, and most of them are on their feet and enjoying this ball game already. On the left wing, after the first foul of the ball game, Werner picks up the foul, and Rithaler has the ball. Rithaler back to Backus, top of the key. Backus, right wing, not paying attention. Updike inside to Rithaler, turn around from 5. He hits it, it's good, and the lead is 9-8 for Scappoose. 5th lead change here in the early going of the ball game. Hoffert beats the press in backcourt. Step fake, baseline, Mark jumper, 2! Assist, Hoffert, bucket, Mark Groshong, and Tillamook leads by 1. Backcourt pressure, Updike goes to Trupp, left side to Rithaler. Rithaler, left baseline to inside Morris. Whistle foul going to be make it Mark Groshong on the inside. They got the ball low baseline right to Rithaler. Rithaler made a spin move and Tillamook leads 10-9, 4:49. Backus three-pointer, doesn't go. Rebound loose. Morris controls. Morris with the offensive board, hands to Trupp, back to Backus. Backus, right to left, moves top of the key, working against Hoffert. Right wing to Trupp. Trupp, top of the key. Morris inside Rithaler, kicks it out to Updike. Updike double dribbles, and there's the call, and Tillamook gets the ball on the turnover. That's turnover number 3 against the Indians.
Pretty fast and furious action we got going here as both teams come out going really strong.
Hoffert on the right wing with the ball after he breaks a quick press. Left wing to Werner, left baseline to Matt, back to Werner, three-pointers on the way, yes! Greg Werner hits from three, and Tillamook 3 out of 4 from the bomb land, leads 13-9. Backus behind his back at midcourt, breaks the press, top of the key, drives inside, baseline pass, lay-in, missed it. Rebound, Matt Grosjean. Matt, outlet to Greg on the right wing. He's going to push the ball. Left baseline, Paulo, step fake, puts it up. He's trapped, gets his own rebound, whistle, traveling. Did they call that a jump ball? No, I think he just pointed the wrong way.
Probably called it up and down situation. He never did catch any iron with it.
Kenny Paulo went up. He got caught under the board. Long down court pass. Morris lay-in. Missed the lay-in. Rebound, Matt Grosjean. Morris misses 2 lay-ins in a row, and Grosjean with the board. Hoffert, jumper right side, 18. Doesn't go. Rebound off the bracket. No call. Trupp with the board. Trupp outlet to Backus, and Backus is going to slow it down for the Indians. Left baseline, Trupp tipped away inside by Hoffert. Off his hands, out of bounds. Going to be Scappoose ball underneath their own bucket. Tillamook leads 13-9, 3:36 left in the first period. Trupp to bring the ball in. Goes clear out on top to Backus. Backus step move, 15-foot jumper, whistle, foul, Greg Werner. Not a foul that we needed to have at that time, and Greg says, I don't think I got him much, but I guess it all counts the same, and he picks up foul number 2. Tillamook with 3 fouls here in the first period of play, and Scappoose yet to commit a personal foul.
Now, like you say, that was not the best of fouls for Greg to commit in that situation. He snuck up from behind, hoping to get a cheap block shot, which he's done pretty well so far this season. There wasn't much contact, but they made the call anyways. Backus
made the first free throw. He'll get the second attempt. He's got 3 points on the night. He bends and ties his shoes meticulously on the baseline. The score in the JV game and the freshman game, 51-43. Tillamook wins. That's both games, 51-43 freshmen, 51-43 JVs. Backus misses his second free throw. Matt Grosjean with the rebound. Outlet to Hoffert, top of the key to Paulo. Step fake inside Werner. Baseline pass, Matt. Jumper from 10. Good. Nice ball movement from Greg to Matt. Matt hits the jumper, and Tillamook leads by 5, 15-10. Backus in backcourt. Pick clean by Werner. Werner on the break. Step fake. Feeds Mark. Lay-in. 2! Great unselfish ball by Greg Werner. Gives it to Mark. Mark has 6 in the ball game, and Tillamook's lead is 17-10. Hoffert steals in backcourt, drives it up. It doesn't go. Rebound loose, comes off to Backus. Backus whistle, foul, Mark Grosjean. Mark picks up foul number 2, and all of a sudden there's been 4 fouls in the ball game, 2 on Greg Werner and 2 on Mark Grosjean, and Tillamook in foul trouble, but with a 7-point lead. Into the ball game comes Eric Moore to replace Mark Grosjean. Can't afford foul trouble in the middle against a strong inside team like the Indians. Trupp in backcourt, hands to Backus. Backus across the timeline. Hoffert missed the lay-in, went up two-handed, just couldn't get it to fall. Trupp on the right wing, top of the key to Morris. Reverse left side to Updike. Back to Morris, right side to Trupp. Trupp to Morris, top of the key. Morris against Werner, has the ball tipped away. Inside, turnaround jumper by Rithaller is good, and Tillamook's lead is cut to 5. Werner in backcourt, 17-12, 2:30 left in the first period. Hoffert step fakes outside, drives inside, jumper from 15, doesn't go. Trupp with a rebound on the offside, just short, hits the front iron and crawled across. Backus walks the ball across the timeline. Scappoose would love to slow the ball down here and set up in the half-court offense. Morris, top of the key, works the ball inside, hacked by Werner, tipped away, and into the ball game, Eric Moore picks off the pass. Top of the key, Hoffert. Hoffert on the other end, step fake, going to drive inside, jumps it up, he's fouled, it doesn't go, but he'll go to the line to shoot 2. That was a good athletic move by Sean as he just plain drew that foul. Jumped right in, got, who collected that foul?
Jeff Updike must have picked that one up.
Okay, there they list it.
Yeah, 2-0.
That will be Updike. Updike got off his feet, and Hoffert just leaned into him and threw up a shot and picked up the 2-shot foul. He goes to the line. First one's on the way and bounces around and falls away, and Tillamook's lead is still 17-12.
Sean's had a tough scoring night so far. As a matter of fact, he hasn't scored. He's missed all 4 of his field goal attempts, and he's missed both of his free throw attempts. I hope it's not that bum toe.
Rebound comes off to Trupp. Trupp hands to Backus, and Backus walks the ball across the timeline. Backus, top of the key, left side to Trupp. Lob pass inside, turnaround jumper, good muscle in there. Rebound comes off to Scappoose, puts it up, doesn't go. Ball's loose, Greg Werner with the board. Into the ball game was Cliff Grady with the missed shot. Baseline pass to Paulo, tipped out of bounds, and Tillamook will get it on the far baseline. We'll make it the sideline as they walk back up about 5 feet up the sideline, and Paulo brings the ball in. Goes Warner, free throw extended right side, reverses the ball, works it around the horn, top of the key. Hoffert, Warner, three-pointer, doesn't go. Rithaler with the rebound. Tillamook stood around that time down the floor, and Rithaler pulled the board down. Backus across the timeline, hands the top of the key, working against that matchup 2-3 zone. Pass inside Rithaler, turn around from 5, doesn't go. Rebound loose, kept alive, up no good again. Rithaler with the rebound. Whistle, foul is going to be on Matt Groshong. Matt's gotten by with a couple that he probably shouldn't have, as he really got physical the last time down the floor and did not pick up any fouls.
Cheesemakers really not doing a very good job on the big guy so far, so letting them Scappoose front him up inside, post him up actually, and he's getting all kinds of inside turnaround shots in there that he really should not be getting at all.
Rithaler on the inside has done the job so far for the Indians with 6 points. He goes to the line to shoot 1-on-1. It's good, and Tillamook's lead is cut to 4, 17-13. Rithaler goes to the line for a second attempt. He eyes, it's on the way. It's short off the iron, no good. Matt Groshong with a rebound with authority.
An unhappy man with that rebound.
Hands out to Jason Gerard in the ball game. Right side, Kenny Paulo. Back to Jason, top of the key to Sean. Sean, step fake against man-to-man. Inside pass to Gerard, tipped away, but Matt comes up with it, banks it off the glass and in. Matt just picked it up, calm as a cucumber, and banks it off the glass. And Tillamook's lead is 19-13. 51 seconds left in the first period. Backus right to left across the timeline. Still clear out of the midcourt circle, and finally Tillamook drops back into their 2-3 zone. Long cross-court pass to Trupp. Trupp back to Updike. Updike drives inside, puts it up and in. Nice springs by Updike as he got way up in the air and banked that one in, and Tillamook's lead is cut to 4 with 32 seconds left in the first period. Gerard on the right wing goes top of the key to Hoffert. Hoffert, as they look for the final shot, goes to Paulo. Paulo, step fake left to Matt Groshong, kicks it back out to Kenny. 18 seconds left to Hoffert. To Gerard on the left wing, going to drive inside, travels. Kind of got the ball caught up a little bit on his right hip and took a step and a walk with it and called with a turnover. Tillamook only turns the ball over for the second time in the quarter. They lead 19-15, 13 seconds left. Scappoose with the ball in backcourt. Lee, Jamison Lee in the ball game with 10 seconds left, still in backcourt to Trupp. Trupp walks the ball across the timeline with 5 seconds. Inside to Rithaler. Turnaround jumper on the way. It doesn't go. Tip goes. Joe, no. Let's say that Jeff Updike with the tip. Tillamook at the end of the first period leads 19-17. Welcome back to Cheesemaker Basketball. Randy Shield and Brian Bowder with you here to start the second period of play. Tillamook leads 19-17 over the Scappoose Indians. It's been an up and down the floor type of ball game. Scappoose wants to slow the ball down. Tillamook wants to run. Tillamook was giving up 5 points in a row there at the end of the first period, and Scappoose brings the ball in. Jumper left wing, doesn't go. Rebound, Eric Moore with the board. Eric hands back to Sean. Sean pushes the ball right to left, bounce pass left. Jason Gerard, 18-footer, good. Gerard hits the open jumper left side baseline, 18 feet away, and Tillamook leads 21-17. Updike, no. Jamison Lee has the bounce pass go off Eric Moore's foot, and Rick with a quick feet tips the ball away, and Scappoose will get it back on the kick. Brian, what about those first quarter stats?
Those first quarter stats, Cheesemakers 8 out of 15, and the Scappoose Indians are 7 out of 16 from the two-point area and three-point combined.
53% for Tillamook, 44 for Scappoose. Updike, high post, dribbles inside, whistle, foul, Hoffert.
Oh, he's got a TP set up in the key there.
He was inside the key counting the minutes, and with the drive, Rithaler picks up the foul against Hoffert. To the line will go Rithaler. He's been there twice, made 1 out of 2, and he'll get the one-on-one opportunity, I'm sure, and he does. Free throws in the air. It's good, and Tillamook's lead is cut to 3. Remember, in the first showing between these two teams, Tillamook led by 7-8 through most of the ball game, and then fourth period, Scappoose came unglued and took the lead. Hoffert on the rebound off the missed shot, dribbles the ball right to left, goes baseline to Eric Moore. Eric Moore spin move, fake, puts it up, no foul. Matt Groshong rebound, drives it up and in, and he's fouled. Rithaler is going to be called for the foul, and that was a power move by the Twin Power inside Matt Groshong. 23-18 as he drove the ball to the bucket, kissed it off the glass, it fell, and he'll go to the line to shoot one.
That's a very good anticipation of the missed shot. Great rebound and great hang time. Great head fake, actually, the Barkley move.
Free throws missed, but the rebound comes off to Jeff Updike. Updike outlet to Lee, and Lee walks the ball across the timeline. Lee works against Gerard, top of the key, left side to Trop. Trop looks to move inside. Hands on defense by Hoffert. Ridholler cross-court pass to Lee. Lee barely catches it and finally does to Trop, right side to Updike. Updike going to look inside, top of the key. Brady has the ball tipped away inside. Matt Groshong with the ball. He rips the ball away. Outlet to Gerard. Gerard, right wing to Hoffert. Hoffert's going to make the move on the baseline. Steps, gets him off the ground, puts it up, whistle, foul, and again, he just plain drew that foul right away from Jeff Updike as Updike left the ground and Hoffert leaned into him and took the shot, and Updike's going to take a seat on the bench with his second personal foul.
Greg Werner comes back into the ball game, replacing Jason Gerard. Jason came in and did a pretty good job as usual so far.
Good minutes in by Jason here early in the ball game. Hit his only shot from 18 feet left, and Hoffert missed his third free throw in a row here in the first half. Tillamook leads 23-18, 6:36 left in the first half. Hoffert's second free throw is good, and Sean finally has his first point of the ball game with 6:30 left in the first half. Lee in backcourt to Updike to Ridholler, back left side to Backus. Backus with the ball, left to right around the top of the key, working against Werner in the 2-3 matchup. Right side to Trop. Trop back out to Brady. Left side, baseline, Backus, three-pointer. It's not going to go. Rebound off to Hoffert. Hoffert outlet to Werner on the breakaway. Picking cherries. Play in, two! Good athletic move by Greg Werner to catch that ball on the spin move and lay it up and in. And Tillamook has its largest lead of the ball game at 8. Backus in backcourt, fouled by Werner. Coach Lamb visibly upset about that one as Greg Werner picks up foul number 3, and Jason Gerard is going to get some quality minutes in now as he checks back into the ball game for Greg.
That's a bad situation to get Greg Werner into foul trouble so early in the ball game. We've got 6 minutes left in the second quarter.
It's tough for Greg because he's the defensive leader of this ball club, and his quick defense and hands-on defense has normally been the key to the Tillamook wins. There's been one of the keys, and to have him sit on the bench could be crucial for the Cheesemakers. Backus hits his first free throw and his second one. Whistle, there's something on the floor down there. What are we going to say? That's paper?
Debris.
Some debris as they get one of the pom-poms from the cheerleaders to sweep it off the floor. A little janitorial service there by the black and white as he flips the pom-pom back to the cheerleaders and says, all right, let's play ball. Into the ball game for the Indians comes Dan Bush. Bush checks in. He's a 6-foot junior, and he'll be playing the forward position right now for the Indians. Paulo to bring the ball in, goes to Gerard on the right baseline, lose control, tips it out of bounds, and Tillamook turns the ball over on an unforced turnover, their third of the ball game, first here in the second period. 6 minutes left, 26-20, Tillamook lead. Tillamook's been up by 8 once, but unable to hold that lead as they're up by 6 now. Right side, Lee looking inside. Backus goes down and through, top of the key to Morris. To Brady, left side to Bush, left baseline to Backus as the Tillamook student section on the far side yells boring. Backus set shot bomb from 3-point, doesn't go. Moore saves it, but Astoria makes that Scappoose, comes down with it. Hoffert whistles with a foul coming back, and Hoffert trying to tip the ball away from Backus, and you're not going to get by with that very often. Hoffert picks up the foul. That's going to be foul number 2 on Sean. So Tillamook all of a sudden in foul trouble. Mark Groshong with 2, Sean Hoffert with 2, and Greg Werner with 3. 5:35 left here in the first half. Backus free throw is no good, but Bush comes off with the board. Bush to Backus. He travels. No. Whistle foul on a late call. Jason Gerard. Probably a good call, but a late whistle at that. Gerard picks up the foul as Backus is going up for the shot, and they're going to say no, it's before the shot on the hands, and Backus will shoot the one-on-one.
Cheesemaker's not really doing a very good job as who they're going to pick out the foul on as Backus keeps going to the line. Right now he's 3 out of 5, make it 4 out of 6.
And you can expect Backus to make anywhere from 70 to 80% from there, as he's the type of ball player you don't want at the free throw line. Tillamook's lead is cut to 5. make that 4 as he hits both free throws, and Tillamook with 5:30 left leads by only 4 here in the first half. Hoffert, right to left across timeline, right baseline to Gerard, back to Hoffert. Paulo, top of the key, step baseline left to Matt, back to Paulo, top of the key to Eric Moore, motion offense, right side to Hoffert, jumper from 3, going to be short? No, nothing but net. On that, there was no short about it, and Tillamook leads 29-22. The three-pointer keeping Tillamook alive so far tonight. Backus in backcourt, spin move in backcourt, finally across the timeline, step fake goes right to Lee. Lee back to Backus as they set up the ball. Definitely a patient offense by the Indians so far tonight. Top of the key to Trupp. Trupp, cross-court tipped away by Hoffert. Back out to Trupp, right side to Lee. Lee, eyes, long cross-court to Backus. Step fake, going to look inside. Can't go anywhere with it. Works it across around the three-point line left to right. Right side to Lee. Lee, baseline pass to Brady. Step fake, kicks it out to Lee. Top of the key to Backus. Backus drives inside. Baseline pass picked off by Paulo. Lead pass to Hoffert. Can he catch it? He does. Lay in 2. Touchdown pass by Kenny Paulo to Sean Hoffert. Tillamook leads 31-22. Backus across the timeline and calls timeout. Tillamook leads 31-22. 4:19 left in the first half.
Sprite in you. I like the Sprite in you. I like the Sprite in you.
Welcome back to Tillamook High School and Cheesemaker Basketball. Randy Shield and Brian Ballard with you here. 31-22. Tillamook lead, 4:17 left in the first half. Bush on the right wing, hounded there by Gerard. Back out top to Trupp. They work it around the horn. Low baseline left to Backus. Backus back to Lee. Lee dribbles the ball against 2-3 zone to Bush on the right wing. Baseline to Backus, right baseline. Back to Bush. Lob pass inside Ritholler. Makes a spin move, drives it through, throws up a prayer. It doesn't go. Max Rochon fights, saves it back inbounds. No, he was on the line. Team rebound goes to Scappoose, and they will get the ball out underneath their own bucket. Bush to bring the ball in. Looks right, looks inside, goes right to Lee. Lee step fake from the three-point line. He's not going to do that. Moves top of the key. Inside to Ritholler. Ritholler fake, kicks it out to Bush, right wing. Bush has done nothing so far for the Indians since he's come in the ball game. Top of the key to Lee. Lee, right side to Bush. That shot on the way from 18, good. I shouldn't have ever said anything. He
hasn't done a thing.
His first shot in the air, and it's nothing but net. Tillamook leads 31-24. Paulo, step fake, baseline, jumps it on the way from 10, doesn't go. Moore, rebound, puts it up, it doesn't go. Paulo, Moore, doesn't go. Paulo again, fake, puts it up, and in! Offensive board work by the Cheesemakers, and Tillamook scores. Sean Hopper tips away the inbounds pass, but out of bounds, and Scappoose gets it back.
Excellent second and third effort by Kenny Paulo in there, and also by Eric Moore to get that offensive basket.
Backus in backcourt as Tillamook drops slowly back out of their full court pressure. Moves it back to midcourt, tries a trap, but in foul trouble. They don't want to pressure too much. Bush inside right baseline to Ritholler. He's hacked, no call. Hands to Backus, baseline left. He's going to step fake inside, kicks it back out, working against Paulo. Whistle foul, Kenny Paulo. Not a good foul again by the Cheesemakers, an aggressive style of defense, but the fouls that Tillamook has picked up have been fouls that they probably shouldn't have picked up.
Well, a situation like that, Kenny was caught for a moving block, and there's no reason to be putting that kind of defensive pressure on a guy out there 25 feet from the bucket, even for this short of backup.
Backus free throws, nothing but net, and Tillamook's lead is cut to 33-25. 2:51 left here in the first half.
Now, one thing we've noticed about Joey Backus' drive to the baseline going towards the hoop. When he catches sight of Matt Groshon in there, he turns around and goes back out.
He saw Matt one too many times in football this year. Hoffert inline to inline, throws it away. He actually went for more, but a good defensive play by Ritholler picked off the ball. Tillamook turns the ball over for the fourth time in the ball game, and Backus brings the ball down. Lee from 3, eyes, working against Gerard, right side to Bush. Baseline right to Backus. Bush puts up three-pointer. It doesn't go. Rebound gets his own. Right baseline, kicks it out to Trupp. Top of the key to Lee. Left side to Backus. Free throw extended left side. Backus works ball around the top of the key with a slow dribble, and Tillamook sets back in their defense again. Lee on the right wing, sideline right. Whistle, foul, Gerard. Why don't you count up the fouls for us here on either side, Brian, as Tillamook in serious foul trouble already here in the first half. Jason Gerard now checks out of the ball game with 2 personal fouls. Into the ball game comes Dan Motzinger.
It's 11-3.
That's what I figured. Tillamook with 11 personal fouls, and Scappoose with 3, and I don't think it's been the officiating.
No.
The free throws missed. Matt Groshong with the board. He waits, hands out to Hoffert, and Hoffert will walk the ball across the timeline. 33-26, 2 minutes left in the first half. Left side to Motzinger, top of the key. Right side to Eric Moore. Free throw extended right side, baseline. Hoffert, three-pointers on the way. Doesn't go. Rebound, Motzinger, offside board. Pass inside, tipped away, but it goes out of bounds, and Tillamook will get it back. Good offside board by Dan off the missed shot by Hoffert. 1:49 left in the first half. Motzinger to bring the ball in underneath their own bucket. Claps the ball once, spin move inside, top of the key goes to Hoffert. Hoffert works the ball around as they set up the offense. Going to work against Backus. Spin move inside, lose control, fakes, loses the ball. Eric Moore finally picks it up, hands to Motzinger. Back to Hoffert. A collapsing defense there by the Indians. Backus, spin move inside, baseline, Moore laying 2! Great rocket pass from Hoffert to Eric Moore, and Tillamook's lead is 9 again. Equals their largest lead of the ballgame. Long pass, and that thing's corked right out of the gym as Scappoose turns the ball over. 1:24 left in the first half, and nobody's leaving here at halftime. The big coronation of the home March of Dimes here at halftime. Barb Trout will be with us. Hoffert, free throw line jumper, doesn't go. Backus with the board. Backus to walk the ball across. Hoffert's had a tough night so far tonight shooting. He's 6 points on the night. Right side, Lee. Lee looks inside, long cross court to Backus. Three-pointer, doesn't go. Lee offside board, spin move, fake, puts it up, it doesn't go. Rebound, Dan Motzinger. Motzinger pushes the ball ahead to Moore. Moore, right side, goes to Hoffert, lay-in 2! We've seen it so many times the other way from Hoffert to Moore. This time it's Moore to Hoffert on the break, and Tillamook's lead is 11, their largest of the ball game. Ridholler, top of the key, hands to Backus with 35 seconds left. Right side, Lee. Looking inside for Ridholler. Top of the key to Trupp. Right side to Backus. Baseline right to Trupp. Trupp looks inside, goes left to Lee. To Bush with 20 seconds. Bush, baseline left to Backus. Step move, jumper on the way from 10. It goes. Nice kiss off the glass with 14 seconds left in the half. Tillamook by 9 as Hoffert walks the ball down. 9 seconds. Hoffert's going to make the move inside. Drives, lays it up, finger roll. Doesn't go. Ridholler board. Ridholler with 2 seconds off the back is three-quarters court. It's off the back iron, no good, and that's the end of the first half. Tillamook leads 37-28. We'll be back in 1 minute.
Coca-Cola Classic.
Defeated the sophomores in March of Dimes by $39, almost $16,000 between them. I sure hope they don't take that out on the floor, Brian.
No, I kind of doubt it.
Paulo on the left wing goes baseline to Mark. Kicks it out top to Paulo again. Right side to Hoffert. Three-quarters of the student section's out celebrating now. Werner on the left side. Paulo baseline jumper from 18. Doesn't go. Hoffert offside board. Can't control. Off his hands, out of bounds. Scappoose ball. Hoffert says, no, Updike tipped that off my hands, but black and white didn't see it that way, and Scappoose gets the ball back on the team rebound. Ridholler, cross court, goes left to Trupp, baseline to Morris. Morris, after breaking the press, long cross court to Updike, tipped away inside, off mat, out of bounds, going to be Scappoose ball underneath their own bucket.
Have a bad situation for the Cheesemaker squads coming out after halftime of the March of Dimes game.
Always tough.
The crowd support is just really drained out after that halftime presentation.
Backus, top of the key, eyes, steps. Fortunately, Tillamook with a 9-point lead. Trupp, 18-footer right side, doesn't go. Hoffert offside board. Hoffert in back court, left-handed dribble. Across the timeline, moves top of the key. Step fake, left baseline to Greg. Greg going to move inside, right side to Mark. Jumper from 18, 2. Nothing but... What do I want to say?
Net, I think is the phrase that you were looking for.
N-E-T for Mark, M-A-R-K. Groshong on the right wing. Tillamook leads by 11, their largest lead of the ball game, 39-28.
Well, what did I stick my foot in my mouth with last week as far as prediction goes?
You did. It's not over yet, though. Left side baseline, Trupp to Backus on the baseline left. Backus works the ball around the top of the key. Remember, the second half in Scappoose. Scappoose came back and took the lead after being down by 8 late in the third period. Backus, baseline pass, Ridholler, turnaround jumper, short off the iron, no good. Hoffert with another board.
Yeah, we're talking all 7 of those Scappoose Indians as Scappoose.
Hoffert, top of the key, goes right side to Werner. Three-pointer on the way. It goes! It hit front iron, back iron, side iron twice, and finally fell, and Tillamook leads by 14. Largest lead of the ball game. 6:15 left here in the third. Tillamook 42-28 over the Indians. Backus, low dribble, top of the key, goes to Ridholler. Ridholler cross court to Trupp. Trupp cross court to Ridholler. 15-foot set shot, 2. Ridholler finds an opening at the free throw line, hits the set shot, and Tillamook's lead is cut to 12. Hoffert in back court. Goes Paulo left wing. Paulo look step right side to Matt. Matt cross court to Greg. Greg step drive inside, puts it up. It doesn't go. Ridholler with the rebound. Ridholler a wide body inside. In fact, when you look at wide bodies, he's probably just about as wide as Matt Crochon. And that's one of Matt's great strengths, is how wide he is and creates net space inside. Cross court goes Trop. Baseline shot on the way and in. Nice shot by Trop against Mark Crochon. Hoffert right wing, down court pass to Greg. Backside pass, tipped off the board. Paulo loose. Mark picks it up. Greg, cross court to Kenny. Kenny sets, eyes from 3, step fake inside. Crossover right side to Mark. Mark, baseline to Sean. Sean, baseline pass to Matt. Spin move, left-handed hook, doesn't go. Rebound off Scappoose, hands out of bounds, Tillamook ball. Good hustle by Greg Werner there to save the rebound for the Cheesemakers and get the ball back. Nice spin move inside by Matt, the left-handed hook, but he couldn't get it to fall. Hoffert drives, jumper 18, 2. That was quick. He left the ground, and Updike was standing there looking at him. It happened so fast.
It's not the first time Updike's been caught standing there.
Backus in backcourt with the ball, works it across a much looser full-court press now by the Cheesemakers as they drop back in their 2-3 matchup zone. Trupp drives baseline, tips the ball away by Mark. Hands the ball to Backus inside to Morris. Double team, back to Backus, step fake and a drive inside, jumper on the way, and in. Mark Rochon gave him a good bump after the shot, but to no avail as Tillamook's lead is cut to 10. Greg Werner left side as Scappoose in a straight man-to-man defense now against the Indians, or against the Cheesemakers. Werner looks inside, baseline to Mark. Mark jumper from 17, good. Tillamook shooting lights out so far tonight. They're 53% in the first half, and it's only gotten better since then as Trupp controls on the left wing to Morris. Top of the key to Backus. Backus with the ball, working against the 2-3 zone. Right side to Trupp, inside tipped away, but Backus picks it up. Backus with the ball, top of the key. Backus, high post to Morris. Morris cross court, Ridholler jumper on the way, whistle, foul, it goes, and Mark Rochon picks up the foul.
Mark will pick up his third foul on the night. His defense hasn't been as up to par as it usually has been on the season. But as far as Mark's scoring is going, he's doing a fine job right now with 10 points, and he's shooting 5 out of 6 from the field right now.
To the line will go Ridholler. Ridholler's been to the line many times tonight.
Ridholler is 2 out of 4. He's got 12 points. Make it 3 out of 5.
3 out of 5 and 13 points, and Tillamook's lead is cut to 9. Greg Werner eyes from 3-point baseline right to Paulo, top of the key for 3. Yes! Nothing but net for Kenny Paulo, and Tillamook leads by 12 again, and the three-pointers have definitely helped the Cheesemakers tonight. Backus across the timeline, working against Werner. Werner, a little looser defense, tips the ball away. Hoffert picks it off, outlet to Matt. Matt, 2-on-1 break. Dishes right to Werner. Back to Matt, laying, checked out of there, and to the sidelines, and that's going to bring hollers from the Cheesemakers crowd as Ridholler blasted the elbow of Matt right out of the gym, and Tillamook will get the ball out underneath their own board. Paulo.
That was a case where there was one pass too many.
One too many. Top of the key to Hoffert. Step fake and a drive inside. Puts it up. It doesn't go, but he's fouled. Foul's going to be on Updike, and Updike's been taken to the cleaners by Sean Hoffert as far as making the move on him. Sean hasn't had a very successful night shooting, but it hasn't been because he hasn't gotten open past Updike.
Sean's just 1 out of 4 from the free throw line right now and 3 out of 9 from the floor.
He shoots his first free throw. It's good. Make that 2 out of 5, 40%. Sean's about an 80% free throw shooter from the line. So this is far below his average, but a 13-point lead for the Cheesemakers. And he gets the second. We'll make it a 14-point lead with 3:14 left in the third period. Mark Rochon tips it away. Ridholler almost touched it coming in from out of bounds, but Backus controls. Left side to Morris. Morris, baseline pass to Ridholler. Jump hook, doesn't go. Paulo loses control. It's still in the air. Backus comes down with it. Backus drives inside, baseline pass, Ritholler lay in, it goes, and he's fouled. Kenny Paulo picks up the foul, and he comes out with a big smile on his face because a foul that, if it did happen, shouldn't have happened, and Ritholler picks up the lay-in, and he'll go to the line trying to complete the three-point play.
I'm sure the Cheesemakers head coach Bob Lamb is mighty concerned about the lack of the inside defense tonight against this Ritholler player. He's a solid individual inside. He's got so much inner strength, like you mentioned.
He makes a free throw. Hoffert with the ball in backcourt, brings it top of the key. Looks, hands back to Paulo. Paulo goes to Werner against Backus. Werner makes a spin move, going to drive inside, fakes, baseline to Paulo. Back to Werner, top of the key to Hoffert. Hoffert, ball high above his head, right to Mark, three-pointer, good! I believe that's his first three-pointer of the year as Mark Rochon from the outside bags it, and Tillamook leads 54-40. Backus working against Hoffert and Werner, top of the key. Right-handed dribble, goes right side to Trop. To Updike. Updike to Backus, top of the key, reverses left to Trop. To Morris, to Updike on the right wing. Baseline to Backus on an odd pass there. Backus inside high post right to Morris. Baseline back to Backus, left-handed reverse it, up and in. Off the glass and in with a nice left-handed move goes Backus. Hoffert pushes the ball the other way. Drives inside, jumps it on the way from 10. It doesn't go, but rebound comes off Ritholler's hands, out of bounds. Tillamook's ball, and Hoffert's lucky to get by with that one as he gave Ritholler a nice shove in the back to create that space. Paulo brings the ball into Werner, baseline left. They spin the ball around the horn, looking for Paulo inside to Matt. Turnaround jumper, left-handed. It's checked in there by Ritholler. Wouldn't fall, and Backus comes up with the rebound. Quick move, but Ritholler is right there with a big hand. Backus, top of the key, goes right side to Updike. Lob pass in, Ritholler, turnaround jumper, doesn't go. Ritholler rebound, whistle foul, Matt Rochon. Matt complains about it, but with Ritholler's position and size, anything, if there's any attempt to go over the back, it's going to be called, and that's just what happened as the third team foul is called on the Cheesemakers, and Matt picks up foul number 2. Updike with the ball underneath his own bucket, bounce pass to Backus, three-pointer way up in the rafters. It doesn't go, but Ritholler rebound, lays it up and in. I think Bob's going to be getting a tad bit irritated about this situation as Ritholler collecting the boards and the points inside. Paulo, three-pointer, top of the key, doesn't go, rebound Ritholler. Ritholler's doing everything right now for the Indians. The Indians down by 10, 1:18 left in the ball game, and still very, very patient in their offense. High post to Morris. Morris, cross-court to Updike. Just inside the three-point line, doesn't go. Backus storming in the board, goes off Backus, out of bounds, going to be Tillamook's ball. Kenny Paulo to bring it in against man-to-man full-court pressure, hands to Werner. They clear the zone in the backcourt, and Werner brings it down against Jamison Lee. Werner, hash mark left, goes to Mark Rochon, clear out sideline left. Top the key to Hoffert. Going to drive inside, step fake, jumper from 10, good. Hoffert just made the move inside, hit the easy jumper, and Tillamook's up by 12. Backcourt's Backus. Backus right to left across the timeline. Working in against the two Tillamook guards, Hoffert and Werner. Right side to Updike. Updike back out to Backus, top of the key. To Updike, right wing, three-point line. Back out to Morris, top of the key. Inside to Ritholler, turnaround jumper from 10, doesn't go. Mac Rochon, rebound, hacked in there by Backus. Mac Rochon a little bit boisterous on his praise there as finally gets called with a foul. They've let everything go after the rebound so far tonight.
Yes, they have. I would hate to be on the receiving end of one of those wild elbows that Matt's been
tell you what, somebody's going to die real quick if things don't settle down because Matt will clean somebody's clock there in the key area after the rebound. Paulo on the left wing goes Hoffert, top of the key with 17 seconds left as they hold it out for the final shot. To Hoffert to Werner. Werner, right-handed dribble working against Jamison Lee with 8 seconds. To Matt, clear out top, right side mark, three-pointers on the way, doesn't go, rebound Ritholler. Ritholler to Backus with 1 second, three-quarters court, it's not going to get there, and that's the end of the third period. Tillamook leads 56.
For is at value. Get your XA4s at Tillamook Tire at 2108 11th Street in Tillamook, Michelin, because so much is riding on your tires.
Welcome back to Tillamook High School and Cheesemaker Basketball. Randy Shield and Brian Bowder with you here. The Cheesemakers lead 56-44, starting the fourth period of play here from Tillamook. The Cheesemakers 14-0, ranked second in the state, trying to make it 15-0 against the Indians. Lee eyes from the three-point line. Mark falls down. Baseline left. Backus reverse lay-in. Checked by Paulo. Nice check. Paulo gets his own board off the rebound off the check shot and outlets to Hoffert. Hoffert on the right wing. Looks inside. Goes left to Paulo. He's going to eye working against Backus. Baseline to Werner. Kicks it out to Matt. Matt to Paulo. Paulo inside looking for Matt. Kicks it out to Werner. Baseline left to Matt. High post. He'll bring it back to Greg. Greg dribbles off his foot, and Backus picks it up. 2-on-1 break on the left wing. Spin move, jumps it up and in. Nice shot by Joe Backus as he hits the shot on the drive against Werner, and Tillamook's lead is cut to 10 again. Hoffert, top of the key, goes left to Paulo. Paulo working against Backus. Whistle, foul will go on Backus. Tillamook fans cheer again as they get the hands-on call out on top. That's only the third team foul against the Indians, and the Cheesemakers will bring it in front of the student section on the far side. The sixth man is the sign that's up above the critters on the far side, and the sixth man they are, as they have definitely helped the Cheesemakers at home so far this year. Werner, top of the key, goes to Matt. Matt, clear out on top now. Holds the ball. Red Holler sags off, goes left side to Mark. Mark, top of the key to Greg as they run through their shuffle offense to Hoffert, almost thrown away. Hoffert going to make the move against Updike, right to Mark, 18-footer on the way and in. Nothing but net for Mark Groshong as he hits it from downtown. Mom has her hands over her eyes over there, just like Mark did, as Mark hit the jumper from the outside. He's been doing the job so far tonight. Tillamook leads 58-46. Inside, shot's good by Ritholler.
Once again.
Ritholler with the spin move, turn around inside, cuts it back to 10. Hoffert driving the other way, drives inside, jumps it all the way and in. And that's a baseline to baseline for Sean Hoffert. And Tillamook's lead is 12. Hoffert has 16 points in the ball game. Mark Groshong has 15. Backus, double team, top of the key, kicks left to Lee. Baseline pass, tipped out of bounds by Mark Groshong. Tillamook with a 12-point lead. 6 minutes left here in the ball game. It's still not over as the Cheesemakers in a little bit of foul trouble. And still a good ball club they're playing tonight in the Scappoose Indians. Eric Moore comes into the ball game. Matt Groshong checks out. Mark tips the inbounds pass out off Eric Moore's fingers, and Scappoose bring it in again. Updike to bring the ball in for the Indians. Kicks out left to Lee. Lee step fake, moves inside. Long cross court to Backus. Three-pointer on the way. Not going to go. A rebound off to Werner. Werner on the break. 4-on-2 on the right wing. Steps, holds it out, back to Mark. Mark, top of the key to Paulo. Right side to Greg. Greg, spin move on the right. Free throw extended right side. Baseline, Eric Moore. Pass. Kicks it in low. Bounce pass through Backus. Play to Paulo. Baseline back to Moore. Spin move again. Tipped away by Backus. Out of bounds off Ritholler. No! They're going to say it's off Hoffert. I don't know about that one, and Hoffert didn't agree with it either, and Ritholler will bring the ball in.
That's the same official that missed the call on Sean in the third quarter that cost him the possession.
Backcourt goes back as he's behind the back dribble at the midcourt center. Baseline to Ritholler, tips it off his hands off the board. Hoffert with the rebound. Hoffert in backcourt, pushes the ball, right-handed dribble, going to go down the middle. Baseline, Paulo, lay-in, 2, he goes and he's fouled. Ritholler picks up the foul. Great pass from Hoffert to Paulo, and Paulo gets 2, and he'll go to the line to shoot 1.
That was Sean Hoffert's 10th assist of the ball game and Kenny Paulo's 13th point. Excellent ball control job once again by Sean Hoffert. He's got 16 points, but he's responsible for another 10 points to make that another 20 points. 36-point night for Sean Hoffert.
To go along with 6 rebounds and a couple of steals. Paulo misses the free throw. Ritholler comes down with the ball. To Backus. Tillamook leads by 14 here, 5:15, and you think at some point Scappoose would be a little more anxious to get down the floor and put the ball up. Backus left baseline, drives inside, throws up a prayer. Ritholler with the board, puts it up and in. Mark lucky he didn't get the foul on that one as Ritholler got the rebound and put it in. Hoffert has the ball in back court, working against Backus. Drives end-to-end, top of the key, inside against Backus, jumps it on the way, it goes, and he's fouled. What a shot by Sean Hoffert. Backus just shakes his head. He says, what can I do about that? And Scappoose wants timeout. They're going to have to go to the game films to figure out what's going wrong as Sean Hoffert took him to the well that time and converted, and Tillamook leads 64-50. Welcome back to Tillamook High School and Cheesemaker basketball action. Randy Shield and Brian Bowder with you here as the Cheesemakers lead 64-50. Sean Hoffert, the old theory is it's hard to keep somebody down for a whole game if they're a good ball player. And Sean was held down the first half, and in the second half has just exploded as he has collected a total of 18 points, and he'll go to the line to try to make that 19 on the three-point play.
Sean basically just putting on a clinic out there for the Scappoose guards. They just have not been able to do anything against him tonight.
Updike and Backus double-teamed at that time, and all they got was a foul and a three-point play as Hoffert converts. Tillamook leads 65-50 here. 4:49 left in the ball game. Backus, top of the key with the ball. Left side to Trop. Trop, free throw extend to left side, cross court to Backus. Baseline three-pointer, good. He finally hits one from downtown, and count those lines up, Brian, because he missed a string.
I already counted them. He's 2 out of 9 right now.
2 out of 9. He'd missed 8 in a row. As from the baseline, he finally gets a three-pointer. Werner, left baseline with the ball, baseline to Hoffert. Spin move inside, he's hacked. Ridholler comes up with the ball. Ridholler hands to Backus in backcourt. Brian, we're seeing a lot more radios in the stands.
Yes,
as headsets abound as they're out there. We appreciate you guys bringing the radio to the game to listen to Cheesemaker Basketball over KTIL. Spin move inside by Scappoose. Morris gets 2, and Tillamook's lead is cut to 10 halfway through the final period. Paulo, top of the key, right side to Moore. Back out to Werner. Step fake inside, travel. Nice move by Greg. He kind of took a little step up on his toes there as he made the drive. Matt Groshong checks back in as Eric Moore has a seat. And in backcourt, Scappoose will bring the ball in. Ridholler will hand to Backus. Ridholler and Backus really the only two for the Indians who have done the job so far tonight. Ridholler with 22 and Backus with 21. Long cross-court pass. Backus comes up with it. That was a lame duck across the key there. Backus drives inside, hands backside to Ridholler. He controls, goes baseline against Mark. Inside to Morris or Brady, jumper 2. Brady hits the jumper inside, and Tillamook can't get lax here as an 8-point lead is not enough with 3:24 left in the ball game. Top of the key, Werner. Step fake against Jamison Lee. Right side to Mark Rochon. Mark against Brady. Top of the key to Hoffert. Three-point line. Jumps it on the way from 3. It's not going to go. Rebound Mark on the backside. Puts it up. Whistle, foul, offense. Probably a good call in that case as the inside Brady had position. Mark didn't know he was there, made a spin move inside and ran right into him.
I beg to differ with you. Mark knew he was there.
Oh, did he?
Just by the look in his eye, I've officiated Mark plenty of times. I know what he wants to do sometimes.
He was going to clear some space, and that space he did clear, but he was called with the offensive foul. And with an 8-point lead and over 3 minutes left in the ball game, Tillamook not out of this one yet by any means. Scappoose remembers giving Tillamook a ball game in Scappoose, and they would love to take one from him here in Tillamook. Right wing is Trupp. Right baseline to Backus. Backus, baseline pass to Brady. Spin move tipped away. Backus gets it back. Nice check. Set shot from 3. It doesn't go. Mark Rochon with a rebound. Outlet to Hoffert. Hoffert's going to walk the ball down and take his time on a wise move there by the senior. Top of the key to Paulo. Baseline left to Matt. Back to Paulo. Reverses top of the key to Mark. Right side to Hoffert. Hoffert looking for Matt inside. Matt wide open. Just didn't see him. Left side baseline to Paulo. Top of the key to Werner. Top of the key again to Matt. Matt to Hoffert as they move the ball well in their patient offense here for the Cheesemakers. Hoffert makes a step drive. Hands to Paulo. Back to Werner. Werner step fake inside. Whistle traveling. I don't know about that one. He called that one, I think, from the last time down the floor when Greg got called for the travel. That's the same move Greg's made all year, and all of a sudden he gets 2 walks called on it, and Tillamook turns the ball over, leading only by 8 with 2 minutes and 14 seconds left in the game. Left side drop. You got to look for Ridholler and Backus. Backus sets up at 3. Brady goes inside. Check from behind by Werner. Outlet from Groshong to Werner. Lay-in 2! Great pass from Matt Groshong to Greg Werner, and Tillamook leads by 10, and that was a huge bucket. Scappoose wants timeout on the floor, trailing by 10. 1:51 left.
It's good looks, and it's a Michelin. Tillamook Tire and Michelin, because so much is riding on your tires.
Welcome back to Tillamook High School and Cheesemaker Basketball action. AM and FM. Any public rebroadcast of this without the express written consent of Oregon Eagle Incorporated will be in violation of existing laws and regulations, and violators will be prosecuted. What do you think of that, Brian?
We're going to hunt them babies down if they violate us.
Backus in backcourt, right to left across the timeline, works against Werner in a 1-3-1 defense now. First time we've seen that for the Cheesemakers. Backus, three-point baseline, doesn't go. A rebound, Werner with the ball. Werner in backcourt's going to push the ball. Right baseline to Greg, tipped out of bounds. Greg headed for Mark, and it's tipped out of bounds. Tillamook get it underneath their own bucket. Minute 30 left. Is this one sewn up yet, Greek?
Well, I think so, but I still think the Cheesemakers should sit back and just take it.
Offered inside, throws the ball right through Mark's hands, and offside picks up the ball to Ridholler. Minute 26, Backus moves top of the key, going to drive inside, step fake, drive through, travel. Good call there from the baseline as he stutter stepped and took a roll and turned the ball over, and Tillamook gets it back in backcourt. Tillamook at one point here is going to have to hit its free throws when it comes down to that, and I would imagine it's almost time for that now with 1:18 left. Hoffert in backcourt working against Backus, moves to forecourt, baseline to Werner, set shot from 18, good. I don't know about the shot, but you can't complain about the results, and Tillamook goes up by 12. Right side, Trupp. Trupp looks cross court, top of the key to Backus. Backus kicks it out, Lee, three-pointer on the way, good. Nothing but net for Jamison Lee. Paulo moves to Werner in backcourt as the student section starts to sing, hey, hey, goodbye, and it should be now with good defense out front. Whistle foul going to be on Backus. Tillamook got trapped. Werner got trapped at midcourt there, right in the midcourt circle. Had it tipped away, almost lost the ball in the over and back, picked it up again, and then Backus gave him the hack and the foul. Backus picks up foul number 4.
Are you calling trap or hack? It looked like he got hacked about 3 or 4 different times before we finally got the call.
Either way, he'll go to the line as Scappoose wants another timeout on the floor. Tillamook leads 69.
A whole lot more in a situation like that out of the Cheesemakers.
I guess all you could ask for after 15 is that 16th and then on to 17. I don't believe the 16 will be very easy as they travel to Claskenai on Friday night. KTIL won't be there for that one, so you're going to have to get your info or make the trip yourself because KTIL will not be there Friday night in Claskenai, and I would imagine that's going to be a ball game in Claskenai as they have played some excellent basketball over the past couple weeks. Claskenai losing only by 7 to these very same St. Helens, or very same Scappoose Lions. They lost by 8 to Seaside, and they lost by 6 to Rainier. So Claskenai, and that all comes after defeating St. Helens. So in the last 4 games, they played some excellent basketball, and the Cheesemakers can't overlook them because that wouldn't be a good place to pick up your first league loss. Werner hits both free throws and gives Tillamook an 11-point lead with 45 seconds left. Bush across the timeline, three-point line left as they look for Backus. Backus top of the key, looks right, goes left to Bush. Three-pointers on the way, looks good, doesn't. Paulo with the board. Paulo in backcourt, he's going to get hacked. He does. Whistle foul going to be on Trupp, I believe. And Trupp, after being a major factor in the first showing between these two teams, only has 4 points and 2 out of 3 from the field, and that's it. And a surprise as Trupp has been almost non-existent for the Indians tonight. Paulo will go to the line. Kenny Paulo on the night has 13 points. They've been quiet points, and he'll pick up number 14. He has 12 from the three-point line. No, make that 9 from the three-point line, and a 3 out of 5 from there. First free throw is good. His second one's good also, and Tillamook leads by 13. 28 seconds left in the ball game. Backus works against Werner, drives inside, lay-in 2, and Tillamook gave him that one. Paulo brings it in, goes to Hoffert, but it's tipped out of bounds, and Tillamook bring it in again. 19 seconds left in the ball game. Paulo goes into Werner. Werner's going to be hacked. Whistle foul going to go on Bush. Bush called, and we'll shoot the one-on-one. We've mentioned before that in this situation, any idea of an attempt for the ball will bring in a one-on-one. If there was an intentional foul, it would be 2 shots and the ball out of bounds, and you don't ever see that called. So to the line will go Greg Werner.
Not very often at all. You talk about quiet points out of Kenny Paulo. Greg Werner's got 14 points himself, and they've been awfully quiet.
They have been quiet. Make that 15. A great balanced scoring tonight by the Tillamook Cheesemakers from their starting 5. Werner's first free throw is good. His second one rattles away and falls, and Tillamook rattles away and falls out. Tillamook leads by 12 with 13 seconds. Baseline to Backus. Backus, cross court, goes to lead. Three-pointer on the way. Doesn't go. A rebound loose. Backus with the ball. Jumps it on the way with 3 seconds. And that's going to be the end of the ball game on the missed shot. Tillamook wins it 74-62. They win game number 15 of the year out of 15 starts. They go to 15-0 on the year and 7-0 in league. They have only 5 games left in league.